On April 15th, 1994, Jeannie Sawyer left her Dutton, Virginia home around 9 a.m. to run a quick errand. Her daughters, 17-year-old Janelle and 4-year-old Rena, were still asleep, but Jeannie never imagined that anything bad could happen in the hour she planned to be gone.
Sorry to put you on this truck.
Oh, no, that's okay.
Sure, she's watching me, so.
I had to take my mother-in-law to get a prescription, and I really was secured with the fact that Janelle would be there to watch Rena. And the doors were locked, the dogs were chained up, and I would be back probably before they even woke up.
That morning, Walter Hunley was meeting his brother to help him mill a log at a nearby field.
And I found that he hadn't arrived yet. It seemed like such a waste to just sit here because I had so much to do. The place where we would be sawing this log was rather isolated. There were only, I think, 3 houses on the road. I noticed a little girl playing out in the backyard. She was the only thing going on. And gosh, she was lovely. And I watched her play to pass the time. She walked over to where the dogs were tethered. She evidently knew them very well because she began to play with them. And I thought it strange, too, that after so long, I hadn't seen anyone around this child. She seemed so happy and so carefree, and the dogs were so gentle and let her play with them. She fell down on the ground, I thought, in play. Somehow it dawned on me that maybe this child was having trouble because the dog seemed to be struggling and couldn't move. I could see that she was being strangled by the wrap of cord around her neck. Each time the dog struggled, the wrap became tighter and tighter, and it had reached the point that it had shut off her air. I tried with all my strength to break the grip between the snap and the dog's collar, but I couldn't break it. There wasn't enough slack, and I didn't want to choke this child any worse than she was already being choked. She had already begun to discolor around the mouth.
I'm with you.
But when I got the cord cut and unwrapped
Breathe
it,
for me now.
she gasped.
Breathe. That's the girl. Breathe again.
The thought that her neck might have received damage never really crossed my mind.
We'll be all right, baby. We're gonna be all right, sweetheart. Come on, Lena. Come on, Lena. Good.
Neighbor Randy Ewell happened to be driving by.
I seen this man running across the yard toting this child, Janelle's sister. I didn't know which one was in worse shape, the child or him.
Tied up in the dog's rope.
Then when I seen the marks around her neck, I started beating on the door. Janelle.
Rena's older sister, Janelle, had been in her room getting dressed.
When I saw their faces, it scared me. I felt like it was my fault. And I thought, what if she had died? What would have happened to my family? No, I wanted to thank that man.
If I hadn't have showed up, the child would have been hidden in the grass. No one would have been there to see her fall. And consequently, no one would have been there to have freed her.
4-year-old Rena Sawyer suffered no ill effects from the incident.
She knows now she cannot go and play with the dogs if they're tied up. And she can't even go near them to give them anything. We let him loose to play with Rena, and she's cautious now.
Oh,
But we don't want her to be afraid of animals because she's an animal lover.
Mama's gotta hold you.
I want to be an animal doctor. We have to take care of puppies and little kitties. We have to do a lot of things.
For 25 cents, I'll let you clean all the fish I catch.
Walter and Rena have become good friends.
The newspaper girl said, "I'm not surprised when I found out it was Mr. Hunley." She goes, "That's the kind of man he is."
You're too heavy for me to
I hope I don't fall overboard.
If you follow
But if I do, would you come and get me?
Rena's like a new granddaughter to me. Whenever she sees me, she comes up and gives me a big hug and a smile.
We're gonna hang our feet right off the end of the wharf. We're gonna catch that big one. Said, let me have your rod. Man.
We're gonna have great times together. And I think she looks forward to it as well as I.
We're gonna.
The fact that I could help a child in need, in desperate need, made my previous 66 years all worthwhile.
This is more fun than painting the fence, isn't it, honey?